happening.
Oh no,
She exclaimed.
that would be cheating, but I'd no idea that it was so awful to be blind. You can't see a thing. One feels one is going to be hit by something every moment. Sitting down's such a relief.
Are your helpers kind to you? I asked.
Pretty good. Not so careful as I shall be when it's my turn. Those that have been blind already are the best. It's perfectly ghastly not to see. I wish you'd try.
Shall I lead you anywhere? I asked.
Oh yes,
She said.
let's go for a little walk. Only you must tell me about things. Being blind is so frightening. My head aches all the time, just from worrying that I'll get hurt. Where are we now?
In the playground, I said. We are walking towards the house. Miss Beam is walking up and down the garden with a tall girl.
What is the girl wearing?
My little friend asked. A blue cotton skirt and a pink blouse.
I think it's Millie.
She said.
What color is her hair?
Very light, I said.
Yes, that's Millie. She's the head girl.
There's an old man tying up roses, I said.
Yes, that's Peter. He's the gardener. He's hundreds of years old.
And here comes a girl with curly red hair. She's on crutches.
That's Anita.
She said. And so we walked on. Gradually I discovered that I was 10 times more thoughtful than I ever thought I could be. I also realized that if I had to describe people and things to someone else, it made them more interesting to me. I told Miss Beam that I was very sorry to go.
Ah, she replied. Then there is something to my system after all.
The narrator asked the girl if she ever tried to look out. The girl replied anxiously that it would be cheating. Before this experience, she never realized that being blind was that bad. One was not able to see anything, and at every step, one feared of being hit by something. Just sitting down was a comfort. He further asked her if her helpers were kind. Her response was positive, but according to her, the intensity to help and care was lesser. She would be a better helper during her turn. She further said that even the bad days would be half as bad than to be blind. In her opinion, other things were fun, like to have a leg tied up and jump on a support. Having an arm tied up was still annoying, as it was difficult to eat without help, and so on. She said that she would not mind to be deaf for a day, but being blind actually scared her. It troubles her mind with the fear that she would get hurt. The inability to see was scary and full of fear for her. As per her statement, people who had experienced the blindness become better helpers. The narrator told her that they were in the playground and were walking toward the house. Miss Beam was walking up and down the garden with a tall girl. The little girl called the narrator and asked what dress that tall girl was wearing. He explained to her the detail of the dress, a blue cotton skirt and pink blouse. She further inquired the color of her hair. And knowing the light color of her hair, she guessed her to be Millie, the hat girl. The narrator told her that an old man was tying up roses. She responded that he was Peter, 100-year-old gardener. Then a girl with curly red hair on crutches crossed. She told that she was Anita. The narrator realized that he became more thoughtful and sensitive toward the issues of disability and did not want to leave the place. But he had to go. Miss Beam proudly said that the system of her school was so special and unique that the visitors also feel same. So बच्चों, through this E.V. Lucas said the bookish lesson, through all the bookish lesson or this education system, the students were taught very little. Instead, interesting conversations were encouraged. And by accepting the challenges for different types of days like Deaf Day, Dumb Day, Blind Day, she teaches them to appreciate the misfortune of those who were actually affected by disabilities.